Transformative learning theory, developed in 1975 by Mezirow, is quickly becoming the dominant philosophy in adult education. Transformative learning is based off of the idea that people see the world through meaning schemes. These meaning schemes are a set of paradigms and belief systems that an individual uses to interpret his or her experiences and make sense of the world around them. When added together, these meaning schemes culminate to form meaning perspectives that act as a sort of lens for seeing the world. To put it simply, they're a person's sort of frame of reference and worldview. When transformative learning occurs, a person's meaning schemes shift so that their former assumptions no longer hold up within their new framework. Through the process of transformation, they have created an entire new meaning scheme and a whole new perspective. This differs from conventional learning, where new knowledge is added into an existing meaning scheme. The learner accumulates new information, but that information is integrated into the framework they already had. Their beliefs, interpretations, and feelings remain unchanged. This is similar to a puzzle. The learner is assembling and organizing new information, but each piece fits within the same picture. In transformative learning, the learner uses critical reflection and rational discourse to delve deeper into their experiences and critically evaluate why they interpret them the way that they do. This sort of self-reflection is essential to the process of transformative learning. Mezirow described three main types of reflection that the learner can engage in: content reflection, process reflection, and premise reflection. In content reflection, the learner examines a problem for its content and what it is, evaluating a problem based on its characteristics. In process reflection, the learner examines the processes, techniques, and approaches being used to solve the problem. And in premise reflection, the learner questions the problem itself, why it exists, and what purpose it's serving within the learner's life. Premise reflection is the deepest form of reflection and generally leads to transformative learning. So what needs to happen in order for transformative learning to occur? Before anything else, the learner has to come in contact with a disorienting problem, most often a piece of new information or a new experience that does not fit within their current meaning scheme. The learner also needs a safe environment from which they can reflect and evaluate the problem. This is particularly important. Often as an individual begins to challenge their erroneous beliefs and assumptions, he or she enters a period of disorientation as their current worldview becomes dysfunctional. The learner can experience a fair deal of resistance here, and this period can be quite uncomfortable. For this reason, it is important that the learner has an instructor that is capable and willing to navigate this change alongside them. Without this piece, there's a chance that the learner will get hung up in this place, and transformative learning will not occur. Lastly, true transformative learning requires access to real-life situations where their newly developed paradigm can be tested. To make this process a little clearer, let's take a look at an example. This is Bob the Blob. Bob has been navigating through obstacles using his current meaning scheme with little to no problems. But in his travels, Bob encounters an obstacle that his current meaning scheme has not prepared him to handle. This disorients Bob. After some time has passed, Bob has not been able to decide on a new course of action on his own. He gets frustrated and upset. Thankfully, a skilled mentor, the professor, sees Bob struggling and comes over to help. Being more experienced, the professor has been through this obstacle before and has little difficulty getting through to the other side. Seeing the professor's transformation, Bob reflects back on days when he was a square and realizes that it was change that allowed him to transform into the sphere he is now. Bob begins to try on different models to see if he can find one to fit the task at hand, and finally finds a shape that allows him to pass to the other side. Through transformative learning, Bob has become empowered and confident in his ability to navigate new challenges and environments. We hope that this video has helped give you a better understanding of transformative learning. Thanks for watching.